Hey, I'm James with Sangha Saga, and we are the GO-ers! Woo! Hey, so as you just saw, I'm James. Now, chances are you're probably new to the channel, and if you're not, then you're watching my videos out of order, and that's a little weird. That's okay. I mean, I'm not judging. I can be a little weird now and again as well, but since chances are you're fairly new to the channel, I wanted to take a little time to just share a little bit about myself. So first of all, I'm 26. I'm a massage therapist, more specifically a structural body worker or medical massage therapist. So I specialize in helping people with specific issues like carpal tunnel, plantar fasciitis, hyperkyphosis, things like that. I actually have a lot of passion for this work for two major reasons. One being that the human body is incredibly complex, so sometimes figuring out some of these muscular issues is actually quite a challenge, and that's fun for me. And two, being that you get a really direct form of gratitude. That person's right there giving you a personal thank you. And with that, you end up seeing how you can directly impact a community in a positive way. And it's sort of like Pokemon Go, impacting communities in a positive way. So I am a huge Pokemon fan. I always have been. My first video game as a kid was Pokemon Yellow version, and even back then, I just felt that Pokemon looked so cool, and I found the battle system really fun, especially the type effectiveness aspect. It was just really exciting for me as a kid, and I've been hooked ever since. I've played every main series game to date. I've even taken the main series games into a competitive level. I spend hours catching, breeding, and training the best possible Pokemon I could to play online with other players. And that was a lot of fun. And I even completed the Pokedex in several of the versions. So, because I've played Pokemon very thoroughly my whole life, I practically know everything about Pokemon. So, if you want good, reliable information about Pokemon, stick with me. So I was born and raised in Southern California in the Mojave Desert. Then when I was 19, I moved to Denver, Colorado. In 2014, I met Jacqueline, my girlfriend. That's her. So I actually started playing Pokemon Go on its release date, July 6th. I hit level 30 on New Year's Eve, right before year 2017. And then I hit level 40 on Community Day, the very first Community Day with Pikachu. And now I have this much experience. Looks like 2.242 million. Well, while we're here having a picnic at beautiful Washington Park, I was gonna show you guys what I've got for my medals and Pokedex, if you're interested. So, as you can see, I've got all the gold medals for the types, and then pretty much all gold here. The only silvers I have left are catching big Magikarps, doing 1,000 raids, doing 1,000 legendary raids, and doing 1,000 field research tasks. Besides that, I've got all the gold medals. Oh, and of course the unknown medal. Still haven't caught an unknown, but I'm hoping someday I'll be able to go to an event and finally get my unknown. Until then, I will just wallow in despair. And so here's my Pokedex. I'm at 149 for the Kanto region. All I'm missing is Kangaskhan and Mew, which Mew is coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Kangaskhan, I have no idea when that's going to happen. Maybe they'll release it like they did with Farfetch worldwide. That'd be very convenient for me. But I am hoping to do some traveling in the game eventually, so, you know, maybe it'll happen. Maybe I'll go to Australia and get a Kangaskhan. You never know. Now for Johto, I'm at 95. I am missing Unknown. I'm still missing the regionals Heracross and Corsola. And for Hoenn, I'm at 112. I still need Lombre and Ludicolo, Volbeat, Lunatone, Torkoal, Cradily, Armaldo, Tropius, Wynot, and Relicanth. So I'm still missing quite a bit in the 3rd gen, but as you saw, most of those are regionals. So the ones that aren't regionals are the fossil Pokemon, Wynot, and Lotad's evolutions. It looks like Wash Park is now a Meowth nest. You have cat to be kitten me, right, Meow? Alright, now it's time to talk about the group that I started. So last year, in July 2017, when the rating came out, I met 8 of my neighbors in my neighborhood, Glendale, and we did a level 4 raid. It was a Blastoise, and I got to meet a bunch of cool people there. Neighbors that I had never met, and they would soon become good friends of mine. Well, eventually, in the course of 2 or 3 days, we ended up growing to about 20 people raiding together. At this point, we were still using group texting to talk to each other, and it was starting to get very annoying at this point. You know how group texting is. So I decided to make a Facebook group for us. I called us the Glendale GO-ers. Today, we're at 400 members. I never thought that it was going to grow so big, but we've always been really focused around being a close-knit and very friendly group. And I think people saw that. We're also very, very organized with really fun, unique systems we have. One being a gym rotation system, which I'll cover in a later episode, but it's really cool. It's an all-inclusive idea that really brings all 3 teams, Mystic, Valor, and Instinct, together in our group. And our other system is a real-life Pokemon League. We've actually developed a system where we will compete to be the strongest person in the group and dub ourselves the champion of the Glendale GO-ers. We already have the whole system figured out. All we need to do now is wait for PvP to launch and start it up. Starting the Glendale GO-ers has been an incredible experience. I've never met so many awesome people all at once, and seeing a community of people that seemingly have nothing in common come together. It's just a really beautiful thing, actually. Our youngest member is 14, and our oldest member is in their 70s. We have every ethnic background in our group you could imagine, and we even have some deaf players in our group that can't hear. So that's another part of our group. We're very all-inclusive. We let anyone in as long as they're respectful toward one another. So because I created the Facebook group and started gathering everyone together there, I'm actually the leader of the Glendale GO-ers. Well, actually, not for long. That's right, I just demoted myself. I am no longer the admin of the Glendale GO-ers. And if you've seen my prologues, you've probably already seen that we're actually going to be moving to British Columbia. Because of that, I'm actually shifting over the responsibility of leader of the group to Selena, who you'll meet later in this video, where I participated in a 4-man Latias raid. So I'll introduce her in just a short while. But yeah, you just saw it. I am no longer the leader of the Glendale GO-ers as of this very moment, and now Selena is the leader. She's going to do a great job. I definitely carefully considered a lot of individuals in my group, but it was actually many months ago when I already knew Selena was going to be the perfect fit for this job. Now, I know I've already been kind of rambling on about myself for a while, but I just wanted to talk about one more thing, which is the name of my channel. A lot of you actually might not even know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced Sangha Saga. So Sangha means community. It's typically used in a Buddhist or yogic tradition to describe a community, but it doesn't have to be. Also, with this word Sangha, it typically refers to a community of people that have come together for one cause And because they have come together in this community, they are now more powerful than each individual by themselves. So really, Sangha Saga means community story. That's what my channel is going to be focused on. I'm going to be traveling around quite a bit and recording what's going on in my group here in Denver, and I'll also be recording quite a bit of the groups in Victoria as well. I just want to interview as many people as I can and get their feedback about how Pokemon Go has changed their lives. Because, as some of you already know, Pokemon Go really does have quite the impact on a community. Now, if I had to answer that question, how Pokemon Go has transformed my life, I would say it has really opened my eyes. One example is how Pokestops give you information about points of interest around you, learning a little bit about this specific statue or this specific monument or building. There's actually a lot of really interesting information when you read the descriptions on some of the Pokestops around you. Now, outside of points of interest, Pokemon Go has also opened my eyes to the community around me. I didn't realize that there were 400 people in my neighborhood that were so awesome. I also didn't know that it could be so much fun getting together, going outside and meeting people instead of staying in my house secluded playing video games there. The thing is, when you end up socializing with this many people, you learn a lot. You get to hear stories from lots of different individuals with many different backgrounds, and that as well has opened my eyes to the world around me. And lastly, now that I've started getting into the videography and filming aspect of Pokemon Go, I've really noticed a lot around me. When you're trying to get that perfect shot or make sure you're not picking up too much noise from a certain location, you have to really observe everything around you. I have definitely been exponentially more aware of the world around me. It's really interesting. I actually never expected Pokemon Go to have such an impact on my personal growth, but it really has. Okay, alright, so enough about me. I do just want to say that there are some very exciting things happening very soon in the next episode, so you're definitely going to want to see that. But for now, I'll just show you a 4-man Latias raid that I did with my group the other day. It was a lot of fun. Hey there! We've got something exciting to show you today. Me and a couple of friends are going to try to trio a Latias. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to show you what team I'm using for this. I did some research on the best possible counters for Latias, and this is what it looks like. I've got Rayquaza, 2 really strong Dragonites, Mewtwo, and 2 Tyrantars. All level 40, all maxed out, all best movesets, and we're gonna do this, I believe.
Hey, I'm Selena. This is my team that I'm using for Latias. I have a 98% Rayquaza, it's maxed out. Perfect Dragonites maxed out, perfect Gengar maxed out, perfect Tyranitar maxed out, a 96% with 15 attack Tyranitar maxed out, and a perfect Latios maxed out.
Alright, so we're gonna do a 4-man Latias raid. I have utmost confidence in my team here that we're gonna be able to do this. Alright, we did it. 50 seconds to spare. That was easy. I guess you've been in Florida.
I was gone for like the first few days and then it worked for the next.
Got it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, hey, I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. It has been a blast creating these videos. It's so much fun. I know this particular video, it was just kind of a lot of talking, and it wasn't a lot of that, you know, fun music stuff that I had in my previous videos, but it was just kind of a lot to go over, so I just kind of wanted to get you guys familiar with who I am and what the Glendale Goers is all about. So thanks again for watching. If you guys like what I'm making, please give me some feedback by dropping a comment and subscribe so I can start collecting a bigger viewer base. Now, since my viewer base is relatively small in the moment that I'm recording right now, I'm actually not making any money off of the long hours I put into these videos. Now, that's okay, but if you would like to support me, there's a link below in the description, my Patreon account. With Patreon, you can donate a minimum of $1 a month up to $20 a month. With this, I'll be able to make a little bit of money while I'm making these beginning videos, and it'll help support the quality of the videos that I can start providing. And there's something in it for you guys as well. If you check out the rewards section on my Patreon page, you'll notice that if you donate at least $5 a month, you can get real rewards. Check them out on my Patreon page. Again, the link is in the description below. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.